morning. Um, Happy 2022. What is we gonna do? What is we gonna do? um, y'all, I'm trying to look at this street. Look at my street, y'all. Ain't nobody out, okay? As if last year didn't teach y'all nothing, okay? Nobody is out, okay? They was too busy getting turned up. For all those people who was doing the same thing that they was doing last year and the year before that to bring in the new year, you misunderstood the assignment, y'all. You really, really did. Y'all. You really, really did. And I'm not saying, you know, um, it's not good to have a good time and to enjoy your life. Definitely not saying that. But what I am saying, if your priorities, you have your life and things that you're trying to do and they're out of whack, then wouldn't that be a good time to try to at least reevaluate what you do, what you did wrong, and try to, you know, make a. You know that there is a high um, expectation or probability that you'll have another day. So wouldn't you try to make your latter days greater than the day you got ahead? Because tomorrow seems like coming, and you're looking at everybody seems to come. Okay, got to work today. Half of them got to work today, and I can guarantee you because when I text them, they were not up. I can guarantee you that they are not up. They are not moving. Just like you see all these places just quiet. It's like 7:38 in the morning, and people are just, I'm recuperating, I'm recovering. Like that was all fine and dandy before, back in the in the old days. Because I'm gonna say that even though the old days was just like yesterday, but we see that things can happen within a twinkling of an eye. Things can happen so rapidly, so swiftly. Like, bro, you can't do that. You just can't. So wouldn't it be better for you to prepare? Wouldn't it be better for you to do as much as you possibly can to get yourself ready, to get ready for the future? You know, whatever your future may look like. If you're saying you want to get debt free, well, maybe the money that you're spending on, you know, these items, you can use it for something else to bring in more income or to save the income. Instead of having it to pleasure you. Sometimes we think of, um, when we think of celebrating and treating ourselves, uh, we think of things that pleasure us physically, like a meal or buying a lot of items that's going to help you with your appearance and things like that. Now, if you are somebody who's in the front, then yeah, that's definitely going to help you, but that'll be more than a job than a treat. But it could be. But for most people, that's not the case. You know, that's not the case. And yeah, I'm not knocking what people want to do and how they feel, and I'm not knocking that whatsoever. What I am saying is that it behooves you. When I say it behooves you, it behooves you to prepare for tomorrow, because tomorrow somehow, even though it's not promised, somehow it's always coming. It's always coming there. And if you can prepare tomorrow, um, uh-oh. And if you can prepare for, to have things for tomorrow, and, when things like that, when um, casualties strike, or when, you know, um, tough circumstances strike, you're able to bounce back. You're able to bounce back. That's something else that I had to learn, even with my giving process. Just thought, like God said, give and He'll take care of you. He does. And I've seen that I've had that happen. I've seen that witness. But there are other times when God told me, like, not to give and not to do things like that at certain times. And I learned later that he was teaching me, about self-preservation. Um, I'm not going against saying, uh, to don't worry about what you're eating and what you're drinking. I'm not going against that. I'm not going against um, the word, but it does tell you to prepare for a later time and for better times. If you're dealing with anything dealing with helping others in leadership, this requires that you have to have an analytical skill of preparation, because especially when you're helping and serving others, especially if you're dealing with something like a non-for-profit, um, and you're dealing with like donations or something like that, or people who have is uh-oh excuse me, people who are in crisis or devastating situations. You have to have a surplus of things, so you automatically have to prepare. That's your thing. That's your gifting. You can't just base your company, or you know um base the organization, or base what you're doing off of, hey, I'm just gonna go here and good job, girly. Good job. Okay. Like, hey, I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna use what I got and just take it day by day. Because people really think about that when they think about the Bible and stuff, and they say, "Don't worry about what you're eating," and that's not that's not exactly what it's talking about. It's talking about in certain situations, not all the time. It's in a crisis situation. If you're going out in certain places where God told you He's gonna provide for you, you know. So, um, uh-oh. Okay. So, that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys. You see all these people freaking sleep, and they're gonna be like, well, my New Year's resolution. People ain't doing New Year's resolution. They don't say it out loud anymore, but they just say, well, I'm gonna start the new year. Still a resolution. It's still a New Year's resolution, because you didn't start today, the day that you thought about it. You started on New Year's. You're doing everything other than calling it a New Year's resolution. Mindset. Telling y'all, this is all about the mind, changing the mindset. They're gonna be like, well, I need to go and exercise and get this stuff done, and I need to do this, right? When it comes, y'all, I'm telling y'all, today they're gonna be eating black eyed peas, green beans. They gotta do all the superstitions. Other people are gonna be eating out because they've been too busy dealing with the holidays. They don't want to cook. They don't want to eat leftovers. They're gonna be out. People gonna be like relaxing, finishing up what they had left. You know, these things all have consequences. They keep trailing and keep trailing, and you got to think about it. Like, if you're still thinking, like I said, in the old way, then you misunderstood the assignment. This is how you're not getting to that next grass, that next point. I even had to check myself, by going around people who are doing the things that not to say it was a horrible thing, it's things I used to love to do, or things got this dude tripping. He done got his cardboard box. I don't even know why he even did that. He only gonna get some new people, y'all. This guy acting as if he's homeless. Got a cardboard freaking box. The cardboard box is so clean, y'all. Like, so clean. His clothes, so clean. Like, now y'all gonna be like, you don't know every homeless person. I don't know every homeless person. But once again, this is a town place. And I've been homeless before. And that ain't it. I hope y'all can see him. Wait. There you go. Y'all can see how clean. I mean, so fresh and so clean. Mm-mm. No. But anyhow, not gonna change the subject. Um, but yeah, if you sitting down on your couch and you're not moving, cause y'all seen how everything just shifted and changed around the world. Around the world, y'all. Things are not what they used to be. And if you take it and you go after things as how things used to be, you are going to fall victim of what lies ahead. That's with anything in your life. If you want to do something different. This is another. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all a perfect example. A perfect example of this. Okay, I told you guys when I had to go and speak, and there was a workshop, and they were talking about pageantry and things like that, and how they didn't want to have the people where they didn't want to be judged by how they looked, and they didn't want to be judged by their appearance. And I'm sitting here like, how can that even, your mindset is gone? Okay, if you don't want to do that, then guess what? You need to sit down. Not to be funny, there are other places and things that do that, but for the most part, there's scholarship pageants, there are other pageants. Why would you go into a beauty pageant that deals with your physical and mental appearance and expect something different? And then they get mad. That's just, y'all, this is what people do. It's like, okay, we understand that, but there are people who take out the time, and then they try to criminalize. They try to criminalize when you succeed and when you do things. They try to criminalize you for putting in the work. And this is the same thing y'all gonna see when y'all start. Come on. That's the same thing y'all gonna start seeing when you start moving around, when you start succeeding. They gonna start coming at you sideways. They're gonna start saying all that stuff, and it's like, you can't get mad at me because you missed the assignment. You can't get mad at me. You gotta tell people that when you get that job after you done been working hard, people don't even know the background story of how you even got it. Why, they don't know the work that you put in, because they only meeting you through that one spectrum. And now they want to get mad because now you're advancing farther than them, because you understood the assignment, y'all. You took the time to prepare and find out what the rules are, what the regulations are. Because and this is not just to pageantry. I'm just relating it to that because that was something that I dealt with recently. And y'all, I talked about that a little bit before, and how I was kind of laughing at it because it was just like, wow, like we do this a lot. We expect something from a person, place, thing, or organization, when if you look at their bylaws or you look at what they're standing for, they're going after what they want and what they're about. You just not putting it together. So now you thinking because it looks relaxation, it looks like it's fun because it's been portrayed as you know you're achieving and doing these things, means that it's success. Then it's almost like you threw the freaking baby out with the bathwater, and you go and do that and forget everything else. And it's like, no, you can't do that, because you're going to end up with the same outcome as everyone else who's doing the same thing that you're doing. That's why you feel stuck, because and having that cognitive dissonance, because you're thinking that, okay, I can go and succeed and get this outcome, when it's not. That's not what it is. Think about it. If you just got toe up, you trying to lose weight and you just got toe up, bring it in the new year, y'all. And you saying you trying to get a new start off, you trying to be healthy, you trying to do that. Wouldn't it make more sense for you? And I'm not going to say that it's easy, because it's not easy. But if you're going for a higher reward, it's worth it. It's worth it. Wouldn't it be easier for you to say, maybe I'll just have one cocktail, or just, if I can't have any, maybe I'll just limit it, and then, get up this morning, try to flush me out, do some stuff. No. And that might be okay for some people, but most people are not going to do that. Most people are not. That's why you see in this mug empty. All them people who was same thing with the whole volunteering thing. You can't do stuff that's um you can't do stuff that you used to do in order to get something different, to get a different outcome. I even had to teach myself, expand yourself, talk more, get out, um, go harder with exercise. If you're doing that, y'all. And if you're in a beauty contest, listen, you don't have to be the best looking one, but you need to be the best you that you can be. And only you, I won't say only you, because no, it shows. Mostly, what you need to work on. It might be confidence, it might be, some kind of form of self-esteem, physical, because it's a beauty pageant, y'all. If you never, oh, I've never worn eyelashes and I never did this and I never did that. Well, what do you think you in a beauty contest for? Like, then go for natural beauty. If you're in there, don't go for a place. You just missed the assignment, and you think that you're supposed, like, the system is supposed to change for you. That's not how it works. That is not. Come on, you eating that what's the name? It's time to go. You doing the most. That's not how it works. So I hope that gave y'all some type of illustration, even though it seems a little bit wackier, but that was the best example that I could think of currently at this time, because it was just like an aha moment for me. It was an aha moment for me. Um, and the other thing about missing the assignment that I wanted to talk about was how God was really speaking to me to be acknowledgeable and aware of what was kicking off. Okay? Being knowledgeable and aware of what's going on and what is kicking off. Um, so, in was this yesterday? It ended yesterday, but it started a couple of days ago. And I noticed that every time I would say, I've been kind of careful about telling people, okay, what I'm doing when they ask me what I'm doing, because I'm understanding that some people really don't care what you're doing. I used to feel like, well, I always felt like that, but then I've been told, like, if I ask, I really care. Some people will tell you that, and that's true for some people, but most people don't. So I had to revert back to that. Some things you learn, you revise, and you get better. So, anywho, because you don't look like you looking. This lady did not look like she was looking. Um, but anywho, looked like she didn't want to wait either. um, oh yeah, they was like asking me, like, what are you doing? And I was like telling them how, I felt like I was in the process of doing my cleanses back again, and going back in, because I didn't feel whole. I didn't feel like I was, at the strongest. Yeah, I'm healing from some things, and that feels good and dandy and great, but I don't feel the strongest in certain spots, in certain aspects. So, um, as I'm talking about that, I noticed that I had one person that cut me off and was like, well, they started talking about the whole weight loss, but they started talking about how, they're fine at the weight that they are, and that, yeah, they know that they would look 12 times better, you know, than most people around them if they lost weight, but they're okay with it now. Um, Another one started out by saying, um, what was the next one? The next one was talking about, um, it's okay to lose weight, but don't go too far because you're gonna look sickly and all that. Um, the third one was, um, What was it? You don't need to lose weight because you're fine. And that one, y'all, that sound like that's all complimentary. All of them sound kind of like it's complimentary, except the first one. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, God was showing me that clear as day. Like, that is haterism. That is haterism because for one, that first person was telling you that, they, and this person literally competes with me all the time. Like, I just laugh at it because I don't think that they really know. Well, yeah, I do think that they know what they're doing and what they're saying, but it's to the point where they kind of don't bother me because I know what they're doing and what they're saying is a lot. So it don't bother me. It used to bother me when I first started noticing it, but it doesn't anymore. I just became numb to it because I know what this person portraying. I don't expect anything different. Once you know a person, girl, if you don't stop working in circles, once you start knowing a person, go. Yeah, once you start knowing a person, it's like, walk a little walk. Yeah, once you start knowing a person and they're doing the most, then, or what they're saying, you can kind of get the grasp of what kind of person they are, and you put them in that right category, in that right little prism. Like, I am good at that, y'all. I am good at that. Listen, if that's how you act and that's how you do things, guess what? Okay. Look, okay. I don't have no problem with it. I'm gonna let you be what you are, and I'm gonna do me. I ain't got to say all that. I ain't got to, Sometimes I get caught up because if it's somebody who comes as if they're a friend and then they're doing all this snake material, it's like, you know. But for the most part, it's like, okay, you know, understand that this is, an associate gathering. But anyhow, who I said all that so you to say this is that some people some people take pride in that. They can't they didn't want to do the work. They know that they're not going to do the work. The only time they want to do the work is when they see you do it because they think that they are better than you in every freaking thing. They think that you are better than you. They are better than you, and that's how society, for the most part, works. Okay? They think that they are better than you in every freaking thing. So then they'll act as if they're your friend because they can't beat you right off. They're going to try to act as if they're just so cool and everything. Try to learn as much from you. Get all your information, and then try to one up you. And when I say one up you, they're gonna come with their assaults. They're gonna come with, yeah, I thought, I could do this, but I'm fine with myself. Like, nobody asked you, nobody cares. If you felt that way, you wouldn't have to explain that because nobody asked you. Um, if you felt like, oh yeah, it's nothing, it's nothing wrong with telling me there's nothing wrong with me. I never said it was anything wrong with me. It's something that I didn't like. I wanted to correct, and this is why I was doing it. You asked me. You asked me. It wasn't like I just got up and just told you. You asked me. And then it's like, and let me tell y'all, that same person was like, you don't need to lose weight or whatever. It was the same one that was over there doing everything that I said, the workouts that I was going to do. As you guys know, I like create a lot of workouts. Those workouts that I was going to do and I had created, them was the same ones that they was doing. Same ones. I had somebody in the pageant do that too. Like, I literally took this. I literally posted up on this wall with at this restaurant. And I was like, oh my god! I always do that if it's like a food or drink restaurant or something. And it was like, oh, that's a good picture. Do that. And they're like, the other lady was like, no, that's just very juvenile. Tell me why. When her friend took that picture and I left, tell me why when I went back onto Facebook after the pageant, y'all, this lady was doing the same exact pose. This is how, and didn't say, oh yeah, well, Belle did this. They did it just like that. And she was like, oh, everybody else was laughing. Oh, I thought that was just so funny. I thought that was, and I was like, no, you got that from me. And some other people already knew that she got it from me, but that's what it is. So in that scenario, I knew that I misunderstood the assignment. I misunderstood the assignment. And with people like that, you have to keep your distance and keep rotating. They will act like, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, because truth be told, a lot of these people want your spot. A lot of these people want what you doing, where you living, how you moving. They want it. They want it. They're not gonna come out and tell you. They're gonna try to dog you and make you feel like you're not worthy of being in there because they're not in there. They're not worthy of being in there because they ain't even did the work to try to get where you do. Where you at, what you doing. Ooh, January 6th. Okay. Yeah. So. Mm-mm. Y'all. Don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand the assignment. People show you that, or you want to go somewhere, if you want to do something, do the work and prepare to go, because things are showing. We've been having a lot of people front. Y'all, speak of Satan itself. Huh? I know! Happy New Year! Love you too. Oh! Yeah. But I'm telling y'all right now, don't miscomprehend. You ain't miscomprehending nothing. You ain't not doing anything incorrect. You got to roll the freaking tape. Rotate. Understand that assignment. God is pointing out, who's what and what is what. And if you want to go, and it's not about knocking other people down and saying, oh yeah, this person is toxic, even though a lot of them people are. But it ain't gotten, with that toxicity really don't have nothing to do with you other than you getting away from it. And you understanding what it is and how to maneuver around it. You know, I had to get that in my head myself, like, and some people will know that. They will know that there was so many people when I was going through my struggle, even before this, was like, you are very strong. You're very strong. You know. Um, but them people around you, they know. They know that you're strong and what you're capable of. But they're not gonna come out and tell you. They're not gonna come out the bag and just tell you, because that's gonna eat them up. Especially if they've been, you know, pushing you down for a good minute, or been telling other people you ain't worthy and all that. But understand that assignment. God lets you see how people react and how they think about you, um, for a reason. For a reason, y'all. Um, excuse me. Yeah, for a reason. So, when you see those, like I said, you'll be able to maneuver. I know for me, and it's not just dealing with the pageant, even though that's part of my story. That's part of my story time. That's part of my life. I know that God has something extremely huge for me, um, for this year. It's almost like a regurgitation for the most part. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like a regurgitation, for this part, because things are happening. I also know that because what? I also know because of this gifting. Y'all, my dog is doing the most out here. Usually she'll be running all over the place. Now I don't know what she's finding. But because this gift is coming along, and God is showing this gift. Come on, come on, and He's being very open. Come on, He's being very open with this gift. Um, that the enemy will be near. The enemy will be present, and when I say present, you'll start seeing. So it's better. It's better for me, because I'm no different than anybody else. It is get limited time only. Total checking account within 90 days. Huh. Maybe so. Um, it is better. It is better for me to prepare and to get ready, because it's gonna come regardless. Um, than to um than to not prepare. Basically, than to not prepare, not be ready, and not be vigilant. It is necessary. Um, I am going to get off of here um, because I need to get some things together for myself, and I want to enjoy the rest of this walk. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, and thank you so very much. Bye.